No, 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 not again. Oh, crap. Yes, indeed. This is so much better. In this video, we're going to look at how to make a gentle heating device. And I've been thinking about making something like this for quite some time. Just to put water in so you can double boil, but it won't be boiling, just be heated water. You put wax in to melt wax or paraffin, and for drying solids, especially after you've just filtered something and the filter paper is wet, the solid's wet, and you could safely do it this way. So this is the basics right here. These are 1.5 inch wide pieces of wood, and I'm going to make a frame 8 inches by 8 inches. And then on the bottom, you're probably using a staple gun. I'm going to put some screen there so that taking something like this and putting it on here will support the weight. You need to make this big enough to support whatever you're going to be putting in there. The bottom piece would be the same dimensions. For me, it would be 8 inches by 8 inches. This will be thicker. I'm sorry, wider, I guess would be the word for this piece of wood here, because you're going to implant a light bulb here. And you want to put that right about the middle. So you want about 1 inch above and 1 inch below the light bulb. The light bulb I'm using is 2.5 inches in diameter here. So I just made it 5 inches total. And this part's simple. You just put this bulb in the side here, and I'm going to be using a thinner piece of wood. The important thing is trying to get this piece right here that the bulb screws into, and that's something that might be the hardest part of this project. Of course, you need that part in order to plug this thing in, and I plan on using a light dimmer so I can change the intensity of the light bulb. The dimensions of the bulb I was just talking about, so it pays to measure your light bulb. Most of them are pretty standard, but measure it just to be sure. Bottom here, and probably on the sides, I will cover this with a reflective material, probably aluminum foil, honestly, because it's the simplest and the easiest to work with. And this needs to be done soon, and that's why I'm making this video also, because by August 1st of 2023, which is I think about 2.5 weeks from the time of making this video, incandescent light bulbs, which is what you need, will no longer be available in the United States. And all the new LEDs don't put off much heat, so you need something that puts off heat. The prices for these have gone up for an incandescent bulb, and I think they'll continue to go up even in the next couple of weeks. So get some bulbs now. 75 watt would be best, and you want several of them in case one burns out. So something to think about. This looks pretty miserable to make, so let's get to it. To make this project, you have to have something to plug the light bulb in, to screw it into. So I'll be using this. I'll be taking it off of this pole here, but on this pole also there are some remnants of a Super Bowl disaster, an unfortunate one. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Gotcha. This is all you really need, of course, to put the bulb in. I might end up using this as a cover to protect the wiring. Now that we have the bulb socket part, which was the hardest part to get, and a way to wire a plug on the end there, I put the pan I'll be using on the screen. The screen will be on the bottom of this wood stapled from underneath, but take the side of the pan and measure it so that it fits and will fall into, there we go, whatever you're building. Just make sure it's the right size. Here's the completed upper box. Pretty straightforward. This does fit in there. And then this will be placed on top of that. This top layer is setting on the bottom. The bottom is not held together with anything, but just so you can see the idea, I will be drilling a hole in here so I can place this light socket in there. It's been drilled and the socket attached here. That was actually pretty simple. I used one of these. It's about 98% done. The bottom's put together, the bulb's in, and I plan on attaching this AC wire with these wire nuts here. I said earlier that I wanted a reflective surface here, so what I might do is just set this on a metal pan when I first try it, or cover a board with aluminum foil and set this on that. Either way, it's going to be a pretty simple fix, I think. Just a little reminder that by August 1st, you will not be able to buy incandescent bulbs anymore. So this in here is a 40 watt. It's not that strong, but it's what I have right now. I ordered my 75 watts already. They should be coming here in a few days. But for demonstration purposes, I have this here, and you can see you can vary the brightness and therefore the temperature. It's on some aluminum. So that's it right there. That's how you do it. It's really simple. In fact, you can see, if you're one to work with wood, that you can easily change the design to make it work. Just make sure that that bulb is centered somewhere where it will actually get heat to the top here. Okay, thank you for watching. Yes, indeed. This is so much better.